Hi everyone. So for part one on this discussion on my elevator speech when I make a decision, of course I look into my morals and values as in what is right and wrong. But the first thing that I ask myself is, what is my objective? What is the goal? Where am I trying to get at? And what is the point that I'm trying to make across? With that being said, I look at trust, honesty, kind, and confidence. Being able to trust myself and others as in working towards that final decision, being honest with myself and being honest with others, being kind as in gaining the respect. And I think confidence is a major part of when I make a final decision. Being confident and comfortable with my decision, knowing that there's going to be pros and cons to the decision and that there's going to be hurdles along the way, knowing that, I got to be confident regardless if there's going to be other, hurdles on the way, but knowing that I am making my point across or I'm accomplishing my objective is what matters when I'm confident about my final decision. So for part two on the ethical dilemma, there is steps that you need to follow when it comes to, cases or an ethical dilemma when you're trying to make a decision. That is to first identify the problem. 2 is to gather all pertain information. 3 is to explore codes of conduct revealing to the profession or the particular dilemma. 4 is to examine one's own personal values and beliefs. 5 is to consult with peers or other individuals in the industry who may experience similar situations, so getting that feedback or that advice. 6 is to list decisions or options, having options and running through them to see what is the best outlook. 7 is to look for a win-win situation if all possible. 8 is to ask questions as in, how would my family look at it, the final decision that I'm making, or how would the social media or the newspaper look at it tomorrow. 9 would be to sleep on it. Don't rush on the decision. So make sure that you are evaluating every single step of the decision before you even rush into making that final decision. So looking at the pros and cons and reevaluating pretty much everything before making that final step. 10 is to make the best decision possible and knowing that it's not perfect. As long as you're able to accomplish the goal and know that there is pros and cons at the end of the day, that's what matters. And 11 would be to evaluate the decision over time. So even after you make the decision, even though it made the accomplishment happen, go back and look at the decision and see what could have been different and how could I've changed certain steps of the decision to make it even better. So with that being said, for my ethical dilemma, I decided to choose sexual assault and rape. I think that it is an ethical dilemma that has been happening over the years and has affected the sports industry. One of the major cases that actually happened was Baylor University, when we had some of the former players commit sexual assault to some of the women on campus. And the problem was that it was reported that it was true and that they had done it, but nothing was done about it. The athletic department, the administration within the athletic department did not do nothing about it. So all the people that knew about it was the coaches, the athletic director, the president. Certain people knew about it and did not do anything about it. So looking into the code of conduct, did not follow any of the regulations that had to be followed as a coach, as an athletic director, as a president of the university, and did not put in play the Title IX. So with my personal beliefs, that comes into woman power, being able to respect ourselves and others, as in we got to come on top now. So woman power is one of my personal values and beliefs, because within the sports industry, it has always been nominated by males, and now we are actually coming on top as women. So I think woman power will be my values and beliefs to the situation, because that's not acceptable. As an athlete, it shouldn't be acceptable, and we are an example to follow. So yeah, none of the coaches actually consulted on what was right and what was wrong. They actually took the easy route as in hiding everything. And now when this case came out, it was like, wow, can't even do nothing about it anymore, because the whole time they knew about it, couldn't hide it. So it was they were putting all the dirt under the rug till it finally came out. So I think the decision took forever, and making these football players and all the administrations that actually knew about the situation, it took forever for them to get fired and actually do something about it. It took 2 years to actually take action into this case, and I think that shouldn't take that long for something so serious. And I think that the decision that was taken was a good one. Firing everyone and starting fresh, starting with a new president, starting with a new coach, starting with a new athletic director that would make a change. And that's when women's come in power, because I believe she is the athletic director that they hired is a woman now. And I think that was probably one of the best decisions they could have ever made, to make not only the athletic department, but make the institute safe and comfortable for the students. So I think the decision was made correctly, and I think this is one of the issues that we should touch on a little bit more, since it's been very controversial to the sports industry.